So Professor Alexander built a cage that he called RatPark, which is basically heaven for rats, right? They've got loads of cheese, they've got loads of colored balls, they've got loads of tunnels. Crucially, they've got loads of friends, they can have loads of sex, and they've got both the water bottles, the normal water and the drugged water. But here's the fascinating thing. In RatPark, they don't like the drugged water. They almost never use it. None of them ever use it compulsively. None of them ever overdose. You go from almost 100% overdose when they're isolated to 0% overdose when they have happy and connected lives. Human beings have a natural and innate need to bond. And when we're happy and healthy, we'll bond and connect with each other. But if you can't do that, you will bond with something that will give you some sense of relief. But you will bond and connect with something because that's our nature. That's what we want as human beings. Take all the money we used to spend on cutting addicts off, on disconnecting them, and spend it instead on reconnecting them with the society. A massive program of job creation for addicts and microloans for addicts to set up small businesses. So say you used to be a mechanic. When you're ready, they go to a garage and they'll say, if you employ this guy for a year, we'll pay half his wages. The goal was to make sure that every addict in Portugal had something to get out of bed for in the morning. And when I went and met the addicts in Portugal, it's fascinating. What they said is, as they rediscovered purpose, they rediscovered bonds and relationships with the wider society. We're the most connected society there's ever been. That the connection we have, the connections we have, we think we have, are like a kind of parody of human connection. If you have a crisis in your life, you'll notice something. It'll be your flesh and blood friends who you have deep and nuanced and textured face-to-face relationships with who come to sit with you, who help you turn it round. The number of close friends the average American believes they can call on in a crisis, that number has been declining steadily since the 1950s. The amount of floor space an individual has in their home has been steadily increasing. We've traded floor space for friends, we've traded stuff for connections, and the result is that we are one of the loneliest societies there has ever been. And we've created a society where, for a lot of us, life looks a whole lot more like that isolated cage and a whole lot less like RatPark. I wanted to know how to help the people I love. What I try to do now, and I can't tell you I do it consistently, and I can't tell you it's easy, is to say to the addicts in my life that I want to deepen the connection with them, to say to them, I love you, whether you're using or you're not. I love you, whatever state you're in. And if you need me, I'll come and sit with you because I love you and I don't want you to be alone or to feel alone. The opposite of addiction is connection.